Om Shri Sai Ram. We offer our most loving pranams at Bhagwan's lotus feet, and we welcome you all to the evening session of the 20th anniversary of Shri Sathya Sai Media Center.
In the morning session, we could not but take you back to those days, those beautiful moments when Bhagwan visited this space, and we were sharing with you how Swami spent close to an hour in this sacred space. And there were so many directions that Swami gave as he spoke to the staff members then. Many of them were boys working in the Central Trust. One of the things that Swami mentioned when he was going around and they showed Bhagwan this computer and a CD drive. So Swami pressed that CD drive and Swami said, when you press a button, book should come out. You know, that was very surprising because that was actually a replicator. You know, you have one CD, you can make multiple copies. But what Swami said was something very, very interesting. And he said this 20 years ago. When you press a button, book should come out. And today, if you see, we have so many audiobooks. Swami was possibly referring to the e-books. So, the electronic way through which his message has to reach out to people instantly. That is what Bhagwan conveyed. And there are so many such very, very precious guidelines. In fact, that visit of Bhagwan and that message of Bhagwan is our Bible, isn't it?
Absolutely. And going back to that same occasion, the other thing which Swami said, which was really fascinating, is let us not forget that Swami was here as part of the Radio Sai studio setup, right? So it was a radio. But one of the points that Swami made was, you should not separate audio, video, writing and photographs.
Correct.
Swami said everything has to come together. Yes. And today, Radio Sai has become Shri Sathya Sai Media Center. It is also one of the efforts. The renaming was part of the efforts to show that this was the coming together of these different media. And Swami said that all of you should work together, work closely,
yes.
And that has to be taken to everyone. And when Swami said this, it was told to Swami that, Swami, one of the visions we have for the setup is that there should be a web darshan.
Yes.
As Swami is giving darshan in the Kulwant Hall, people around the world should be able to see. And Swami said, Manchidi, it is very good, but take things slowly. Don't be in a hurry.
Yes.
And today we have the Prashanti Mandir Live, where as of now, Thursdays and Sundays, people can tune in and have darshan of the Sannidhi. But even that day, Swami blessed that this was something that is waiting to happen. And as we were saying in the morning, many things that Swami said were instructions, and many things that Swami said that day were also prophetic declarations which we were waiting to see.
Yes. And talking about instructions, one very, very important thing that Swami was categorically stating, Swami said, I want quality, 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 not quantity. It is like Swami said it and he made it bold, he underlined it. No, that is how Bhagwan communicated this, and it has been our effort to see that whatever we offer meets Bhagwan's expectations. That is a pursuit that we all are in. But whenever we look at that video, it just comes back how Bhagwan was so particular that even if you take time, Swami mentioned that even if it gets delayed, no problem, but do it well. In fact, in this context, Swami referred to his own discourses. And Swami said, see, when the translator translates my message on the fly, he may not get the right word. It's very difficult. It's very challenging. But now you have the time. You can refer to the dictionary and see what is the most appropriate word. So whenever you are offering Bhagwan's messages, ensure that you are giving the right meaning and explaining the right phrase through which Bhagwan's message can be understood. So there were like this very, very important directions that Bhagwan gave. And we must confess that we have not been able to live up to everything that Bhagwan has said. But it has been our endeavor to see that whatever we offer, we try to do our best so that at the end of the day, you are happy. Because if you are happy, if all the listeners are happy, we know Bhagwan will be happy.
Talking about quality, I'm reminded of another beautiful exchange that happened that day. One of our brothers told Swami that, Swami, we get to watch a lot of Swami's old videos and old photographs, and it gives us so much joy. And immediately Swami said a very important point. Swami said, it is not important if you feel happy.
Yeah.
You should share it with others and make others happy.
Yes.
And that pretty much is what we do here. The joy that we get by seeing these beautiful images of Swami, videos and photographs, the joy that we get by sharing it with all of you is what Swami has allowed us to experience. And another point that quickly Swami added is, many videos will come, even the videos from Venkatagiri will come, Swami said specifically.
Specifically mentioned that.
And then Swami said, but you should carefully clean the footage and photographs. Swami didn't use the word image restoration or redigitization as we call it now. But Swami said that is what you should do. You should carefully clean these images and then share it with the whole world.
In fact, talking about restoration and digitization and this true treasure of Radio Sai, which is these footages of Bhagwan, these audio clips, these video clips, these images, these manuscripts, Bhagwan so graciously in the year 2017 gifted us the Sri Satya Sai Archives. This institution today holds this precious treasure in the best manner possible. It is one of the most scientifically designed edifices, and Sri Satya Sai Media Center works very closely with the Sri Satya Sai Archives, and it has been our endeavor, and it will continue to be, to offer all these beautiful images and audios and videos that Bhagwan has sent to us through different devotees. But as Swami said, you clean everything, present it properly, take your time, but when you do it in a manner that it will give joy to devotees. And this is and will always remain one of the central activities of Sri Satya Sai Media Center.
And talking about beautiful images, beautiful videos, restoration work and cleaning up, all of that would not have been possible if Swami did not permit himself to be captured in these myriad ways. And we just cannot be grateful enough to Swami for that. We would like to start by offering a Tamil poem. It is rendered and written, of course, by one of our volunteers. In fact, we ran a series of her poems on the Tamil channel, the Sri Satya Sai Anandavani channel, another channel that we were happy to offer at Swami's Lotus Feet last year. The beautiful aspect about this poem that we want to present to you is, it speaks of the various colors of robes that Swami wore. And not only can we listen to these beautiful words, not only can we think of Swami in these beautiful colors, we also have the opportunity to see Swami in all those colors and those beautiful hues in which he would drape himself. So, as the first offering this evening, we present to you this beautiful Tamil poem that speaks about Swami in different colored robes.
எண்ணத்தில் நிறைந்த சாயி இறைவனே, உன்னை இங்கு வண்ணத்தில் வாழ்த்ததற்கு வரமளிக்க வேண்டுமையா. பொன்னின் வண்ணம் உன் பொற்பாத கமலங்கள், உன்னை உணர்ந்தோர்க்கு அற்புத பொக்கிஷங்கள். இகபரத்தை ஆளுகின்ற இணையற்ற அடியிணைகள், செக வாழ்வை சுக வாழ்வாய் மாற்றுகின்ற சேவடிகள். உன் செந்தாமரை சேவடிகள் பற்றியவர்க்கெல்லாம் பிறப்பற்று வாராமல் பார்த்து கொள்ளும், பிறப்பற்ற பெருநிலையைச் சேர்த்து கொள்ளும். உன் செந்தாமரை சேவடிகள் பற்றியவர்க்கெல்லாம் பிறப்பற்று வாராமல் பார்த்து கொள்ளும், பிறப்பற்ற பெருநிலையைச் சேர்த்து கொள்ளும். உன் தாமரை வண்ணத்து தங்கத் திருவடிக்கு என் தலையான நமஸ்காரம். தெய்வம் உன் திருமேனி பொன் வண்ணம், பக்தர்க்குள் மின்சாரம் பாய்ச்சுகின்ற மின்னல் வண்ணம். தெய்வம் உன் திருமேனி பொன் வண்ணம், பக்தர்க்குள் மின்சாரம் பாய்ச்சுகின்ற மின்னல் வண்ணம். ஸ்ரீராமனுக்கு செந்தாமரை கண்கள், செந்தாமரை கரங்கள், செந்தாமரை பாதங்கள். சாயிராமனுக்கோ தங்கத் திருமேனி, தங்கக் குரல், அன்பு எம்மீது பொங்கி வருவதனால் தங்க மனம். போதுமானவரை பக்தர்களை புடம் போட்டு விடுகின்ற புட்டபர்த்தி தங்கம், போதுமானவரை பக்தர்களை புடம் போட்டு விடுகின்ற புட்டபர்த்தி தங்கம். பர்த்தியின் தங்கம் நீ, அவதார மூர்த்திகளில் பத்தரை மாற்று தங்கம். பர்த்தியின் தங்கம் நீ, அவதார மூர்த்திகளில் பத்தரை மாற்று தங்கம். எங்கள் கர்மக்கரை போக்கி உரைகல்லாய் ஒளிரும் உன் உரைகளினால் எம்மை ஒளிர வைக்கும் பேருளினி. இளமையும் முதுமையும் உனக்கேது சுவாமி, வாழ்க நீ எம்மான். இளமையும் முதுமையும் உனக்கேது சுவாமி, வாழ்க நீ எம்மான். உன் அபயகரம் வரகரமோ அன்பின் வண்ணம், தெய்வம் நீ நடமாடும் இடமெல்லாம் விபூதி வண்ணம். உன் அங்கியின் வண்ணமெல்லாம் அர்த்தமுள்ள வண்ணம். ஆரம்ப காலத்தில் ஆனந்த தரிசனத்தில் ஆரஞ்சு அங்கியில்தான் உனைக்கண்டு அழுதேன் தொழுதேன். எங்கள் வாழ்வில் நித்திய ஒளி வீசும் சத்திய சூரியன் நீ என்று சத்தியம் செய்யும் ஆரஞ்சு வண்ணம். சிவசக்தி நீயன்றோ, செவ்வாடை அணிகையிலே சக்தி அம்சம் சஞ்சரிக்கும். ஆயிரம் தாயாய் சாயி அன்பு பொழிவாய் என்று செவ்வண்ணம் செய்தி சொல்லும். மங்கள நாள் உருவாக்கல், அட்சதை பொடிதல், குன்றுபோல் அங்கங்கே மஞ்சளை பொடிதல். எங்கள் வாழ்வில் மங்களம் பொழிந்திருக்கும் மங்களத் தெய்வம் நீ என்று மஞ்சள் அங்கி மகிமை பாடும். நீதான் ராமனென்றும் நீதான் கிருஷ்ணனென்றும், நீதான் ராமனென்றும் நீதான் கிருஷ்ணனென்றும், நீதான் நெடுமால் என்றும் நெடும்புகழ் பாடும் உன் நீலத்தாலான அங்கி. என்றும் பிரசாந்தி, பச்சை தோரணம், பசுமையின் செழிப்பு. உனை நம்பிய பக்தர் வாழ்விலே பசுமை பூக்கும் என்னும் பச்சை வண்ண அங்கி. பிரேமையின் வடிவமே என்று நீ அழைக்கும் பக்தர் மீது பிரேமை பிரவாகத்தை, பிரேம வாசத்தை காட்டி நிற்கும் ரோஜா வண்ணம். திசைகளை முடிசூடிக் கொண்ட தெய்வம், செங்கோலேந்தி உலகாளும் ஆண்டவன் என்று உன் பட்டமளிப்பு அங்கி வயலட் வண்ணம் வாழ்த்துப் பாடும். எண்ணம் சொல் செயல் எல்லாம் தூயதானால், உடல் மனம் ஆன்மா உண்மையில் தூயதானால், உன் எண்ணத்தில் ஒளிர்வேன் என்னும் வெண்ணிற அங்கி. இது உன் பிறந்த நாள் பெருமை பேசும் பெருமிதமான அங்கி. எண்ணத்தில் வாழுமுன்னை வண்ணத்தில் வாழ்த்திப்பாட வரம் தந்தாய் சாய். உந்தன் அன்பினால் அகமகிழ்ந்து அத்தனை பக்தர் மீதும் அருளாசி பொழிய வேண்டும். அன்பு பொங்கிவர, ஆவல் பெருகிவர, சாயி என்றழைக்கையிலே சடுதியிலே வரவேண்டும். உள்ளத்தில் நீ வாழும் உண்மையினை உணர்கின்ற புத்தியினை எமக்கு போதும் வரை தர வேண்டும். வாழ்க வாழ்கவே சாயியின் மகிமை, வாழ்க வாழ்கவே சாயியின் லீலை. பல்லாண்டு பல்லாண்டு பல்லாயிரத்தாண்டு பல கோடி நூறாயிரத்தாண்டு சத்ய சாயியின் தெய்வீகம் சாஸ்வதமாய் வாழ்க.
Many devotees have come to this very sacred place and shared their valuable experiences. From those who have seen Swami in the 1940s to those who continue to experience him even now. Imagine how it would be to hear the experience of this institution itself in its very own narration. Imagine the Sri Satya Sai Media Center to be a devotee who was blessed by Bhagwan to be a part of his divine life. Dear viewers, we would now like to present to you the story of Radio Sai, the journey of the Media Center as it would have been if Radio Sai was speaking about itself.
I had been waiting and praying to be with him, to capture him, to treasure him, to serve him. I had been watching his glories and savoring his melodies year after year. More than 70 years passed by. I was still in the womb of time. When I saw the glory of his 75th birthday, I could not contain myself anymore. I cried out to be born to serve. And yes, the very next year, it happened.
Many people believed that peace had come at last, peace on a global scale, and would like to ask him to do us the deep honor of inaugurating this project, the Sai Global Harmony Channel, by pressing the button. Bhagwan Sai Baba, please.
How infinitely blessed am I. He chose his birthday to give birth to me. And soon, I had a beautiful home. It was August 29, 2002. And how gladly my Swami gifted this to me and suffused me with delight. And also, more important, directions.
जगमुलीले विश्वमोहन सत्य साई की स्वागतम् हृदयमीले परम पावन प्रेम मूर्ति की स्वागतम् 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 सत्य साई की स्वागतम् प्रेम मूर्ति की स्वागतम् सत्य साई की स्वागतम्
ఈ ఎక్విప్మెంట్స్ అంతా మనం మీకు అందించాడు. వీటిని సద్వినియోగపరచుకొని తగిన కాలం లోపలే శీఘ్రకాలం లోపలే దీన్ని డెవలప్ చేసి దీన్ని ఆదర్శంగా దేశానికి అందించాలి. ఇది మీరు చేయవలసినటువంటి పని. నువ్వు సాయి పిల్లలు చాలా క్లవర్ బాయ్స్, తెలివితేటలు గలవారు. యుక్తి కూడా ప్రవేశపెట్టాలి. యుక్తి కూడా ఒక యోగమే. యుక్తి అంటే న్యాక్ కాదు. యుక్తి అంటే ఒక తెలివితేటలను పోషించేటువంటిది. ప్రతి మానవుడు కూడాను నాలెడ్జ్ తండ్రి ఉంది. టాప్ నాలెడ్జ్, సెకండ్ స్కిల్, థర్డ్ బ్యాలెన్స్, ఫోర్త్ ఇన్సైట్. నాలెడ్జ్ని మిస్యూజ్ చేస్తే, కిల్ చేస్తే ప్రయోజనం లేదు, బ్యాలెన్స్ తప్పవుతుంది. నాలెడ్జ్ని స్కిల్ చేయండి. స్కిల్ చేసినప్పుడు బ్యాలెన్స్ కరెక్ట్గా వచ్చేస్తుంది. బ్యాలెన్స్ కరెక్ట్గా వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇన్సైడ్ పోతుంది, నాట్ అవుట్ సైడ్. అంతర్దృష్టిని పోగొచ్చి అంతర్దృష్టి నుంచి గొప్ప అభివృద్ధిని పొందించాలి. నాలెడ్జ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ తప్పపోతే ఇది అవుట్లుక్స్ పోతుంది. నాలెడ్జ్ని బ్యాలెన్స్ చక్కగా పెట్టాలి. నాలెడ్జ్ బ్యాలెన్స్ కావాలంటే మొట్టమొదట ఎనర్జీని స్కిల్ చేయాలి. స్కిల్ చేసినప్పుడే ఈ యొక్క బ్యాలెన్స్ కరెక్ట్గా వచ్చేసేస్తుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడ స్కిల్ కిల్ దీంట్లో రెండింటిలో ఒక డిఫరెన్స్. కిల్ చేస్తే బ్యాలెన్స్ పోతుంది, కిల్ అవుతుంది బ్యాలెన్స్. స్కిల్ చేస్తే డెవలప్ అవుతుంది. కనుక మీరు స్కిల్ చేయడానికి తగినటువంటి ప్రయత్నం చేయండి. ఎలాంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో చలించని మనసును, భ్రమించని దృష్టిని పెంచుకోవాలి. అప్పుడే ఇంత ఆయన పనిచేసేందుకు చక్కని ఆదర్శము, చక్కని ఐడియాలు, ఇతర దేశాలకు చక్కని గుణపాఠం కూడా నేర్పించినట్టు. 4 వేస్ట్ చేయనటువంటివి ఏమేమి? డోంట్ వేస్ట్ టైం, డోంట్ వేస్ట్ మనీ, డోంట్ వేస్ట్ ఫుడ్, డోంట్ వేస్ట్ ఎనర్జీ. దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. వాట్ ఈస్ ఎనర్జీ? లుక్, హియర్, టాక్, హ్యాండ్, మనసు. 5 వేస్ట్ చేయకూడదు. See no evil, see what is good. Hear no evil, hear what is good. Talk no evil, talk what is good. Think no evil, think what is good. Do no evil, do what. This is the way to God. ఒక ఇంద్రియ మాత్రం చేస్తే ప్రయోజనం లేదు, అన్ని ఇంద్రియాలు కూడా చేయాలి. పంచేంద్రియముల యొక్క సమ్మిళితమే ఈ యొక్క సంస్థ. పంచేంద్రియములు, పంచేంద్రియం 5 సెన్సెస్, అదే మన సంస్థ. ఒకదాంతో చేరింది కాదు, అన్ని ఇంద్రియాలు ఏకం కాదు. కానీ ఒక్కొక్క దాంట్లో ఒక్కొక్క ఇంద్రియమే యూజ్ చేస్తారు. మన సంస్థలో పంచేంద్రియాలు ఏకం కాదు. ఇది దేనైనా ఉపయోగపెట్టుకోండి, అది మీ ఇష్టం, కానీ కరెక్ట్గా చేయండి. చాలా సంతోషంగా మంచిగా చేయండి, తిరిగి నేను వస్తాను.
Slowly I began to grow. What is more, he gave me his own students to take care of me. Now there was no looking back. I enthusiastically shared his love and message to all people of all continents through radio and the website. Oh, there was so much hunger in people's hearts for his stories. So I started Heart to Heart, the e-journal. You know, once when we had the cover story on Mother Ishwaramma in Heart to Heart, my Swami kept this volume in his bedroom for months. Swami was so happy with me. As a reward, he gave me more boys, more volunteers, more space and more infrastructure. In all excitement, I worked hard, and on his 80th birthday in 2005, he gave me the chance to do complete video coverage and telecast of this momentous occasion. What a thrill it was. Devotees were growing, and the longing for his message was increasing, and I wanted to give the prasadam of his message every single day. So in 2006, I started Sai Inspires, our daily dose of inspiration from Bhagwan. People wanted to not only read, but also listen to him anytime, anywhere. So I started Discourse Stream. They longed to swim in the bliss of Prashanti Mandir bhajans continuously. So I began Bhajan Stream. I swelled in joy and I was growing faster and quicker. By the time I was 6, I wanted to go places to distribute his message. And my loving Swami gave me the chance. I did Prema Jyoti, an elegant exhibition to reveal his resounding glory. My Swami saw every single panel, poster and video of this, and then, like Hanuman, I hopped to different cities: Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, Baroda, Indore, Puri, beating the drum of his glory. Soon the grand 85th birthday was approaching. I wanted to do something really exquisite for my Swami, something I had never done before. And I offered a 30-episode video series, Message of the Lord. And wow, the way people loved this. Cannot tell you the satisfaction it gave me. But the crowning moment for me was the birthday night. Not only was I covering the entire mega event, I was even staging the spectacular presentation that night. A scintillating musical and visual treat of his life and his love and his mission, Prema Pravaham. I had no clue that this would be my last major offering in his direct physical presence. Imagine the love he has for me, the very last big moment of his earthly sojourn. He gave it to me. I had no time to even cry. I only wanted to do more for him. So many were missing him so deeply. I decided I will apply on them the balm of his love and fill them with the blessing of his omnipresence. Thus, the work continued. In 2011, I started the Telugu stream. Everyone who was pining to see him was finding solace in his message. So I started live programs on the radio the next year. From May 2012, every week on Thursday, the entire day was filled with satsangs, bhajans, his stories, his poems, letters and writings. When April 24th arrived every year, I could not but control my emotions. And I decided, I'm going to do something about it. This day should not become a day of crying. It should become a day of awakening, of introspection and remembrance. That is why I conceived of the Sai Pancharatna Kriti. These stellar Carnatic compositions were sung for the first time in the year of his 90th birthday in 2015, and since then, it has never stopped. The tradition continues on Aradhana Day every year. Now so many new devotees started coming to Prashanti. They wanted to know who is Sai, what is his story, what is unique about Prashanti. By now, I had grown in experience and knowledge. I had started my YouTube channel, so I made video serials on his life, on his mission, and on Prashanti, Satya to Sai, Prashanti Chronicles, and so on. And all these people wanted to connect to Prashanti every day. They wanted to join during the Vedam and Bhajan sessions and feel Prashanti in their homes. So I started Prashanti Mandir live channel. Now, I was not just a radio anymore. As I became 18, a grown-up teen, I started becoming a full-fledged media house. And to add to my delight, my Swami now gave me a new name, Sri Satya Sai Media Center. Wow! Sri Satya Sai became a part of my name too. So I began to expand and diversify my offerings. In 2018, I launched the Sri Satya Sai Premavani YouTube channel only in Hindi because so many people in Central and North India were eager to bask in his darshan and message. The next year, acceding to the request of Tamil devotees, I started the Sri Satya Sai Anandavani. And the following year, Sri Satya Sai Amritavani for Kannada-speaking devotees, even as the Telugu channel got renamed to Sri Satya Sai Sandeshajhari. The tiny tots came to me and said, "You don't have anything for us? Swami loved us so much. We want to know what Swami has to say to us." And so, in January 2021, the Sri Satya Sai Kids World. I forgot to mention one very important service that so many world over love. The Sri Satya Sai Bhajans channel. In less than 2 years, I have offered close to 1,000 videos in this channel and we have now 54 million views. Swami fills me with new energy every day. So many have joined me and see the grace of Bhagwan. Just few months ago, he completely changed me as I enjoy now my youth. He gave me a complete makeover. I have now 3 most modern studios and I look elegant, alluring and sublime. He decides what I need to do. He plans, he organizes, he executes, and indeed, he enjoys what I offer. Every devotee who listens to me is my Swami in that form for me. All I know is I just want to do so much more for him. I want to see the whole world love him. I want every heart to glow with the knowledge of his presence. I am going to increase my love for him exponentially. That is all. And this love for him, I know, is more powerful than even him. Do I really need to say anything more? Love you, Swami.
So many precious memories, so many magical moments. What more can one ask for than a life that is intertwined with his divine life? Right from the initial years, Radio Sai had a deep connection with Bhagwan's university. Swami chose Professor Venkatraman, a former Vice-Chancellor of the university, to steer the project in the initial years. He sent a few of his students to be the first members. And all through these years, we have had the delightful opportunity to work with all the teachers, staff and students of the university. In fact, it would not be wrong to say that they are very much part of whatever we offer. On this happy occasion, we would like to share with you all the wishes and thoughts of some of the senior functionaries of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning.
I've been listening to Radio Sai since it started way back 20 years ago, and we are celebrating the 20th anniversary. Since the time it started, I have been associated with Radio Sai in so many different ways. Every day I used to receive heart-to-heart messages by email from Radio Sai, and I have all the messages from the first message saved in my computer. When Radio Sai app was made, I was one of the early ones to download the Radio Sai app and use the app to listen to Radio Sai streaming. Whether it is a discourse or whether it is bhajan songs, it used to fill my life. Whenever we travel long distance in the car, the phone we used to play and it will come streaming into the car via Bluetooth. So from the time that happened, there was also a time when the Radio Sai started coming through the international world space. So I went and got myself a world space radio just to listen to Radio Sai. And that lasted for some years until the world space program really worked very well for everybody. All this is important because I had spent most of my years in Sweden, at least the last 30 years. And Radio Sai is an important connect for me from Sweden to Prasanthi Nilayam. As we had evolved, Radio Sai has also evolved with adoption of new technologies. Now, I also receive Radio Sai as a link in WhatsApp, where at the end of the bhajan sessions, I could hear the entire set of bhajans sung on that particular day in the morning or in the evening session, which again connects you to Prasanthi Nilayam and brings you the connect that you need with Bhagwan. Now, with the adoption of so many languages and channels, it has diversified into a variety of ways by which English is not the only language through which you can communicate to Prasanthi Nilayam, but also in your own mother tongues and local languages. And some of these things are also being made available not only by radio, but also through podcast that hopefully will keep the Radio Sai in touch with all the happenings in the world. So it has been an immense pleasure and a great connect for me with Bhagwan and with Prasanthi Nilayam through the medium of Radio Sai, and I have really enjoyed listening and being connected to Bhagwan and Prasanthi Nilayam. These are my thoughts and words about Radio Sai, and I wish Radio Sai a very, very long life with all the adoption of technologies. And I hope one day we will come where the International Space Station will also be able to listen to our Radio Sai broadcast. Hopefully, the space transmission should also happen in the near future. With that, I say thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts and words about Radio Sai, and I wish a very long tenure for Radio Sai to connect Bhagwan with all the people in the world so that they feel blessed and their day starts very well and the day continues to be filling their hearts and minds. Thank you. Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. We are very grateful to Bhagwan for having created Sri Satya Sai Media Center. It's such a source of joy for all the devotees. Whenever we want to hear his melodious voice, we can always get there and listen to the discourses, the wonderful messages that he has given. If I want to listen to bhajans which are sung by Bhagwan, I can go there and enjoy the time by listening to the bhajans. If I want to listen and learn how to sing bhajans, we have got that option also. Vedam, you name it, everything is there. Stotram. We find all these things which are required by a devotee to keep him connected to Bhagwan in Sri Satya Sai Media Center, formerly very fondly called as Radio Sai. On this 20th year of the Satya Sai Media Center, we congratulate all the members who have very dedicatedly and sincerely worked to ensure that the life of Bhagwan's devotees are enriched. They have been very sensitive, very loving and caring in bringing out the experiences of various devotees so that all the others who have not had that opportunity of feeling and touching Bhagwan experience that joy and love which all these people have experienced. We pray that Bhagwan blesses one and all with all the joy and love and takes it to a greater heights so that everyone else in the world can enjoy this. Thank you very much. Sai Ram.
I extend my heartfelt greetings to Radio Sai and its listeners on the 20th anniversary. It seems just yesterday that Radio Sai was born, truly a child of Sai in the new millennium, and we were all witnesses to that grand occasion on Bhagwan's birthday in 2001 when the announcement was made that from today onwards all devotees can receive the message of Bhagwan through the Radio Sai satellite channel. Over the last 20 years, Radio Sai has had many milestones and many innovations which have appealed to various segments of the Sai world and Sai devotees. Personally, I am highly enthused by the thought for the day that Radio Sai releases, and literally I feel Swami speaks to me through the daily thought for the day. I'm sure each one of us who have had an opportunity to associate with the various programs being broadcast on Radio Sai in its various, whether it's an article or it is a video or it is a discourse or it is an interview with some devotee, you have had your own special moments with Radio Sai. Personally, I have found the Gayatri series of interviews very, very meaningful, and Swami in his own time would personally initiate so many youngsters into the Gayatri mantra, and the experiences of various alumni as well as devotees on their experience with the Gayatri mantra was very, very enthusing and illuminating for me. I have also found that Radio Sai reaches out to millions of homes. See, there are two kalas of an avatar which are very significant. One is Nama and the other is Rupa. And Swami has said that wherever there is the name taken of the Lord and an avatar, and wherever his form, whether it's a picture or a statue or an image or whatever is installed, there he is So Radio Sai has that wonderful opportunity to take the Lord's name and take His beautiful form to millions of homes. And I know of people who every day, even if they are not at home, they keep the Radio Sai channel on so that those divine vibrations keep permeating their homes and keep transforming the environment in which they are all staying. So these are special contributions of Radio Sai. There was a girl about 10-year-old, and the only entertainment she had, according to her parents, was to see the dramas being put up by the students of Swami's university. For example, there was one particular drama of our students. That girl had seen it for 20 times. Our own students wouldn't have seen it. But this is what Radio Sai has been able to reach out and impact. And therefore, we feel very, very delighted that Radio Sai has achieved this important milestone this year, having attained the age of 20. At this juncture, I have some special message for Radio Sai also. And this is related to the experience of a youngster who at that point of time was 20 years old. Today she is an elderly lady, but at that point of time she was sitting in the Sairam shed in Vrindavan with a rose flower in her hand and wanting to offer it to Swami. So Swami came and said, "What's this?" He said, "Swami, it's my 20th birthday." And then Swami asked, "What is the significance of 20? And then she was blank because she didn't know what it meant. So Swami explained, "See, 2 and 0 make up 20. What is the significance of 2? And again she was blank. And then Swami said, 2 stands for Shraddha and Bhakti. Go practice this in your life." So for the next 10 years, she was fully practicing this little message of Bhagwan till she had turned 30. So on this 20th anniversary of Radio Sai, it is my appeal to them to keep these 2 magical words, Shraddha and Bhakti, as their guiding light. And I am sure that with Swami's grace, they will reach much greater heights. The very architecture of the building of the Radio Sai is that of an aeroplane which is about to take off. So this is the vision that Bhagwan had, reaching out to the skies, reaching out to everyone, irrespective of age, irrespective of nationality, irrespective of gender. And Radio Sai has done a wonderful, wonderful job in various dimensions, whether it is print, whether it is audiovisual. And I wish that Radio Sai may reach greater heights in this divine mission for which Swami has chosen Radio Sai as its very special messenger. Sai Ram.
We sincerely thank these elders for their kind words. And on behalf of all members of Sri Sathya Sai Media Center, we thank all members of Bhagwan's University for their continued support, guidance, and best wishes. Now, here is a question for you. You all know that Swami has delivered most of his public discourses in Telugu, right? Do you know in which other language Swami has delivered a number of discourses? If you said Kannada, yes, you are right. Kannada is that blessed language in which Swami has delivered many discourses. And it gave us great pleasure to place at Swami's lotus feet the Sri Sathya Sai Amritavani Kannada YouTube channel on the occasion of Swami's 95th birthday. Today, we have close to 150 videos on that channel, especially for Kannada speaking audience. So, the next is a small offering in Kannada, a poem written by one of our volunteers and rendered by Praveena Sir, one of the teachers from Swami's school at Prashanti Nilayam.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Prema Mantra. Nine Tandeyu, Nine Tayiyu, Nine Bandhuvu, Nine Balagavu, Sai Deva, Kaliyugada Avatari, Bhakutara Kapado Karunalu, Nine Tandeyu, Nine Tayiyu. Ninna Smarana Yadare Saku, Sakala Papa Innilla, Ninna Bhajana Yadare Saku, Bhava Bhayada Neralilla, Ninna Sparsha Padadare Saku, Jagadi Enu Bekilla, Nine Tandeyu, Nine Tayiyu. Ni Nolive Bhakutara, Swartha Rahita, Premakke, Ninna Volume, Padada Jivana, Dhanya Dhanya, Jagadalli. Prema Vande, Namma Balina, Mula Mantravagirali, Nine Tandeyu, Nine Tayiyu. Jai Sai Ram.
One of the things that are part of our everyday experience as we serve in the Sri Sathya Sai Media Center is that Swami reaches out to his devotees himself.
Yes.
Many of the stories that we document, many of the experiences that we listen, is about how Swami reaches out to devotees in different parts of the globe where people probably don't understand any of the languages we speak, even though we have many channels with
Yes.
many languages today. And that fills us with this feeling that Swami is only giving us this opportunity to carry his message and name. And rightly, Swami, when he was seated here, told us or reminded us that I have nothing to do with all this because I don't need this.
Yes.
He is everywhere. He is in every heart.
Yes.
He doesn't need a radio to broadcast his message. But Swami said, use this facility that I'm giving you to do good work, and then I will be happy. It was only an opportunity for us to sanctify our life. It is a continuing opportunity for us to lead our life in such a manner that we can please Swami. The other very beautiful point that Swami made when he was talking to us is, this is not for me.
Yeah.
This is not even for you. Swami said, this is for the entire world. Today we know, as we are reaching out to devotees from different parts of the globe, we are not doing that. Swami had meant that whatever happens here should reach and should gladden the hearts of people living in different parts of the world.
And that is happening because he wants it, and it is happening in the way that he wants. And if you see, today we receive responses from different parts of the world. We receive feedback, emails from countries sometimes we don't even know. One day if Science Spires goes late, we receive so many mails. What happened? Why Science Spires did not come at this particular time today? And that's when we know how dependent people are on Science Spires, on starting their day, listening to a bhajan or listening to a program or reading the message. And dear brothers and sisters, 15 days ago when we made this request, asking all of you to send your feedback, send your reflections on what Radio Sai and our services mean to you, the kind of overwhelming response that we have received from little children to senior citizens to working professionals to homemakers, it has really filled our heart. And as I have said before, it is Bhagwan who is showering his love to us every time we listen to these responses from people. And we have received so many, and we have shared just a few, and we will continue to share many more even after the celebration, the 20th anniversary celebration concludes tomorrow. And we want that this love exchange should continue, because when you tell us how Bhagwan has touched you, that touches us, and we are doubly inspired and filled with more ideas about how we can take his message back to you in a different form. So let this beautiful camaraderie and this beautiful working together continue, and we will continue to share your messages.
And as we conclude this evening's program, we would like to present you a small selection, a small compilation of some of the wishes, especially from very senior devotees. But as Bishu said, we have shared many of the wishes that you sent to us. We are going to continue to share that. But as we conclude this evening's program, just a small selection of the beautiful, heartwarming wishes that we got from some of you.
May Radio Sai continue its eternal service to mankind with the blessings of Bhagavan. I wish the Radio Sai all the very best. Sai Ram.
I've been touched in many ways, and I can continue to speak for many hours about that. But the most important thing is that this is a time to just say well done to Satya Sai Media Center for all the work that they are putting in, all the work they have done, and may it grow from strength to strength.
I sincerely pray and hope that this wonderful service continues unabated eternally. Again, many congratulations, and keep up the fantastic work that all of you are doing at the Media Center.
For me personally, the Sai Media Center has become an intrinsic part of my daily life. My day has to begin with Sai Inspires and Bhajan a day. Through the day, whenever possible, I like to log on to the various YouTube channels showing bhajans, satsangs, sangeets, live videos and more. Watching Swami's darshan videos makes me reminisce about the beautiful days at Prashanthi Nilayam, Kodaikanal and at Sundaram in Chennai, where I was fortunate to be in the hallowed divine presence and blessed with numerous interactions with our Divine Lord. Of course, I will admit, it gives me additional joy whenever I see my parents with Swami in any of the videos, and an additional reinforcement of peace of mind that they were blessed to be with Swami during their physical journey on earth and are truly now at his divine lotus feet.
Also, it is a window to every Sai devotee to observe what is happening in Prashanthi Nilayam. Whenever I am not able to visit Prashanthi Nilayam due to work in the hospital, I make it a point to listen to bhajan and other programs being broadcasted through Radio Sai, and I feel the bliss of the Sai Kulwant Hall.
It has opened the world to Sai family. The Sai family sitting today, if you see, sitting in my own house, sitting if you are in any part of the world, you see what is happening in Prashanthi Nilayam. That is, people who are staying abroad, for some it's impossible to come. Even travel is a difficult thing. They can take Swami's darshan. And it gives such immense pleasure. Sometimes even me, like last Guru Purnima, after this COVID thing and the lockdown, we couldn't come here. It was so live when we were seeing on the television. I actually went and touched Swami's Samadhi on the television. I really felt like I'm touching the actual Samadhi. That is the effect it gives.
By listening to the programs beamed, which are purely divine, will make us enjoy responsibility, discipline, work, duty, devotion, dedication, service, right action, and surrender at his lotus feet and realize the truth. I pray Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba to bless the peoples of the world, to maintain harmony and peace for wholesome development on all spheres of life. I congratulate the most blessed members of the team working on it on their holy service. Om Sri Sai Ram.
A powerful and vibrant instrument in the service of the Lord, spreading his message far and wide. Radio Sai is verily an instrument ordained by Bhagavan himself. Not a day passes without us as a family logging into Radio Sai. Quality of the programs are exceptionally good. The selection of themes and topics excellent, and the commitment of the staff outstanding. My sincere and heartfelt gratitude to all of them.
Whether we seek solace, whether we seek his guidance, we want to listen to bhajans and remember Swami and soak in his love. Radio Sai is the place to go to.
So the program is not over yet. The 20th anniversary celebration is going to conclude with a beautiful offering to Bhagwan in the Sai Kulwant Hall, and that is going to happen tomorrow. what you saw in the morning was the first part of the program. This was the second part, but the finale of the 20th anniversary celebration will happen in the Sai Kulanth Hall tomorrow, and please do join us for this historic occasion.
Radio Sai was born on Swami's birthday, and here Swami is permitting us to celebrate the 20th year of Radio Sai during Krishna's birthday.
Yes.
And it is indeed a beautiful blessing that Swami has given us. So once again, as part of every member of Sri Sathya Sai Media Center, we express our heartfelt gratitude to each one of you, and we are going to leave you with these beautiful wishes that some of the senior devotees have sent us on this very beautiful occasion.
It has been my good fortune to be a part of the early growth of the Sanatana Sarathi that Swami started in 1958 to spread his message of Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema and Ahimsa to mankind, with Sri Kasturi Garu compiling Swami's teachings, discourses and writings so that it can reach all devotees all over the country and around the world. From those early beginnings, it has reached Radio Sai and gone on to grow to Sri Sathya Sai Media Center.
Christened as Radio Sai by Bhagwan himself, the Sri Sathya Sai Media Center has been at the forefront of disseminating Bhagwan's divinity and glory, his messages and teachings across the length and breadth of the whole world.
Being hit by the pandemic, we've been doing our weekly bhajans via virtual platforms, thanks to the Radio Sai media team. With all their karaoke tracks, we have managed to conduct bhajans every week without fail to this day. Our congregation is functionless without Radio Sai.
Radio Sai విశేషము లేదా నేటి శ్రీ సత్యసాయి మీడియా సెంటర్ యొక్క విశేషం ఏమంటే అందులో పనిచేస్తున్న వారంతా కూడా స్వామి కళాశాలలో చదివినటువంటి వారే, పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ డిగ్రీ ఉన్నవారే, ఎంఎస్సి, ఎంటెక్, పిహెచ్డి చేసిన వారు అక్కడ పనిచేస్తున్నారు. స్వామి యొక్క భక్తి నిమిత్తమై స్వామికి తమ జీవితాలను అంకిత భావంతో వాళ్ళు కృషి చేస్తున్నారు. ఇది మనం ఎక్కడ కూడా దొరకదు. వాళ్ళు నేర్చుకొని ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి విశేష ప్రతిభను మనం చాటుతున్నారు. వారందరికీ కూడా బాబా వారి యొక్క ఆశీస్సులు ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ఉండాలని నేను ప్రార్థిస్తున్నాను. మనం ఆ పిల్లల్ని చూసి గర్వపడాలి. ఆ త్యాగం కానీ, వారి నేర్పరితనం కానీ, వారి భక్తి కానీ, వారి శ్రద్ధ కానీ, ప్రతి అంశంలో కూడా మనం వారిని అభినందించవలసిన అవసరం ఉన్నది. ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్వామి తీసుకొచ్చారో ఇక్కడ పెట్టి వారి చేత తన అవతార ఉద్యమంలో ఉపకరణాలుగా పనిచేయిస్తున్నారు అంటే స్వామి యొక్క కీర్తిని, స్వామి యొక్క ఘనతను మనంతా కూడా శ్లాఘించవలసిన సమయం ఇది. We do pray to Bhagavan with humble prayers that he should be blessing each and every one of them. Most of them being alumni of our Sathya Sai education institutions, very highly accomplished, very highly qualified, but they have been working here with a spirit of sacrifice and devotion. Naturally, the credit goes to Swami for having chosen these sharp, powerful instruments in the fulfillment of Sai mission and in the spreading of his Sai divine message. Sai Ram.